Bryant.
I mean,
Bryant.
Yes.
who?
Bryant.
Yes.
Hey, I got Brian and Brian. Brian, this is BY on the phone, and he got 5 minutes. And first
Okay,
of all,
got
we'd
5
like to
minutes.
congratulate.
Okay.
First of all, we'd like to congratulate BY on your hopefully you get in that Hall of Fame, buddy.
Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate that.
And how's the family doing?
Family's doing really well. Kids are back in school. Thank goodness. We were running out of things to do for them while they were out of school on break, but certainly everybody's doing well. Wife is doing good. So
good.
Just New Year's off to a really good start.
Hey, man, appreciate you giving me a call back, man. So.
Oh, absolutely, man. Anything for you.
All right. Hey, man, hey, give us your expert information on, since you was a D-line coach in Atlanta, you played here, had a good career here. What do you, in a playoff game that's coming up like Saturday, with this young defensive line who've never been in this situation, what can you tell these guys to expect in your first playoff game?
Well, first of all, you got to turn it up a notch, and just understand it's win or go home, and taking advantage of the opportunity to play in front of your home crowd. You got to use that to the best of your ability. But with this young group, I think they have to win the battle in the trenches. Just going into the playoffs is going to be about, the front seven playing sound defense. And they've done that, pretty much the whole year. But, just going into the playoffs is going to be important for them. I remember, as we were heading down the stretch and we needed some important games and then going into the playoffs, I remember George Seifert pulling myself to the side. Not that I was playing bad or anything, but he would pull me into the defense room, just him and I, and he would say, "Hey, I need more from you." And that's all he said, just like that. I need more from you. And I thought he was about to chew me out because I did something bad, but he was just saying, "Hey, we're heading down a stretch, and I need more from you." And so I got the point. And so just having those conversations, understanding that there's something on the line here, and that everything you got and your best is needed toward the end when it counts.
Well, you know what? Late in this time of the year, like they've gone through banged up, and these guys are playing hurt. What's the frame of mind this time of the year when you banged up? You got a week to get a little fresh, but how do you prepare your mental capacity for that?
Well, I think it's just the mindset that whatever injury you're dealing with, you get as much treatment as you can, using this time off to your advantage and help you up as much as you can, but understanding that, hey, whatever you're dealing with, just bite the bit and let's go. I know that they lost some guys that were off to a really good start, DJ Jones in particular, and they brought in Earl Mitchell back, and he's a guy that's had some success there. But it's, next man in, one man down, and it's the next man up. And so man down, man up. And that's the mentality that you have to have. And they've done that across the board with some other young guys at different positions, particularly at linebacker position. And, that's the mindset, just understanding that, hey, we're not everybody's not here, but you are here. And if you are on the field, we are asking you to do something that we need. And so that's the understanding that those guys have to play the best that they can, who's ever in there.
Well, BY,
any questions,
Brian? I do. First of all, congratulations. One of your biggest fans from Chicago.
Awesome.
Huge Notre Damer. And it's nice to get someone from Notre Dame on here because Eric talks about University of Missouri.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Oh my God. Hey, Missouri's no comparison to Notre Dame. Come on, Bryant.
Well, it's in the SEC. I mean, you're in a pretty good conference.
Yeah.
Yeah, now, but yeah, that's like the Sisters of the Poor playing with the big boys.
Well, I know, obviously your first year you come in, and obviously the magical 94-95 season. You obviously wear 97, and, there's number 97 that the 49ers draft this year. Could history be repeating itself? How impressed are you of, obviously, Nick Bosa and this defense and what they've done this year?
I think he's done a good job so far. And, he's drafted at the spot he was, and he's expected to play to a certain level, and I think he's done that. And so he's done some really good things for him this year to put them in position to win and be at this point. And so just down the stretch, just understanding that, hey, just go out there and finish strong. And so been really impressed with how he's played this year.
Hey, now, B.Y., with when you guys first got there, you guys had some veteran leadership. Who was the veteran leadership that you guys were able to say, hey, look at these guys. We need to take it to that level. Who was the guys that was leading the way when you first got there?
Well, Jerry was still there, Steve Young, and we had brought Kenny in from Dallas, and Dion was there for a year, and Tim McDonald was there at safety position on the back end, and ED. So you had some guys, especially on defensive side of the ball, that provided that leadership. And then you had the guys on the offensive side of the ball, like Steve and Jerry, and a few other guys, Harris Barden and Big Wally, Big Sexy. Yeah. At the tackle position, and Jesse Supolo. I mean, you had a veteran offensive line group. And that group in itself provided the great leadership that we needed. So you had a team that was, had a good locker room that was solid, and they understood what was at stake. And so just to be able to follow their lead, the things that how they played, what they said, and the messaging. It was well received, and the guys always responded to when things were said to go out there and do the best you can to do what was said.
Now, this is the $50 million question.
Okay.
Would you like to get back into coaching?
You know what? We're in the right situation. I say my family absolutely has to be there, and I've tried, coaching, and living in a different city, and it just, it wasn't right. And so the right situation and my family there, I'll take a definite look at it. Yeah.
Now, do you still go out to Chicago a lot, or not really?
I do. Yeah, my mom and dad and brother and extended family still out there. Got some friends that are still there as well. So I get a chance. I spent more time going back earlier in the year, particularly in April and in the summer and spring and summer. And so yeah, I do get back quite a bit and get a chance to indulge in some of the foods I don't get a chance to eat much and see my family.
You gotta enjoy that eating, Bri.
What's that?
You gotta enjoy the eating when you do come back to Chicago. You got to do that.
Oh, absolutely. The Chicago pizza. I'm not a deep dish guy, but just the thin crust on the pizza. That's the Chicago. It's just like none other. And then the Italian beef and the Italian combo, the Italian beef and sausage combo sandwich is a must. I have to eat. And then of course Garrett's popcorn is another.
And that's that. Hey, that's the cheese.
Yeah, cheese and caramel. Absolutely, man. Yeah, but I try when it's cold. I don't get back as much. But unless I have to get back there, So I'm back there. But Chicago's a great city. Great sports town. Good sports all around high school. So just a good place to grow up, and you appreciate it a lot more when you're away from it, and just a good place to be.
Hey, no, B.Y. Your wife's from St. Louis, right?
No, she's not. She's a military brat. She's actually born in Georgia. Yeah, so she's a Georgia peach. She lived there for a little bit. She lived in Kansas City. Well, not really Kansas City, but she lived in Leavenworth. Her dad was a 24-year vet. Wow. He passed away, God bless his soul. And they were stationed in Leavenworth, Kansas. That was his last orders. And so, throughout our college years, she lived in Leavenworth, Kansas. Yeah. Yeah. So not much to do there. They got the big house there. They got the military or the federal prison there. So yeah. But Kansas City is a cool little town. We got a chance to hang out there a little bit.
Well,
got good,
Kansas
good
City barbecue.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah. Gates
gotta love
barbecue,
that.
right?
Yep, Gates barbecue.
Yeah, Gates.
All right.
Yeah,
well,
Gates.
B.Y.,
Wow.
hey, man, we hope to see you down the road.
Yes.
Hopefully we can expect to go to that Hall of Fame inductee ceremony, man. We're praying for you.
That will be awesome. Yes.
I know it would.
Man.
So
yeah, I appreciate it. Well, I'll see you sooner than later, E.
Okay, hey man. Tell the wife I said happy 2020,
it's been an honor,
man. And,
yeah, likewise. Happy 2020.
All right, thanks, B.Y.
Absolutely.
I love you, brother.
Thank you, B.Y.
All right. Yep.
All right. Bye.
And that was Mr. B.Y., Mr. Bryant Young joining us.